¿Sabías que en EPCOT hay un lugar donde puedes experimentar el futuro de la agricultura mientras navegas por paisajes exuberantes? Pues sí, y hoy nos sumergiremos en esta atracción considerada una de las más fascinantes de EPCOT, llamada Living with the Land. Es un tranquilo paseo en bote ubicado en la sección World Tour. No es solo una experiencia relajante, es un viaje al enfoque innovador de Disney hacia la agricultura y la sostenibilidad. Mientras navegamos, verán invernaderos de vanguardia que muestran las técnicas agrícolas pioneras de Disney. Podrán descubrir cómo Disney está transformando la forma en que cultivamos alimentos y avanzamos hacia un futuro más verde. También exploraremos diversos ecosistemas, desde exuberantes selvas tropicales hasta áridos desiertos, cada uno ilustrando el delicado equilibrio de la naturaleza y las soluciones creativas para los desafíos agrícolas modernos. Y para hacer esta experiencia aún más inmersiva, les dejaré con los sonidos naturales del paseo, para que se sientan como si estuviesen allí conmigo. Siéntense, relájense y descubran las maravillas de Living with the Land, la joya escondida de EPCOT que es tanto educativa como inspiradora.
One of those living systems has been landed. Homes for national military concentration of representative. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface. Each can contain millions of species. Rainforests are also really rich in ecosystem. Food, medicine, and other things simple. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farmer. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure great human and environmental well-being.
On desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on saltwater. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on some water. In Japan,
Will we meet tomorrow's growing needs? Yet still respect the needs of the land. Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your little metal tops. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. Innovations like this can play an important role in our efforts to produce powerful harvests and still protect natural resources. these plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests, like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here in the land every year. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, EPCOT scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality.
Y ahí lo tienen. Living with the Land no es solo un paseo en bote, es una visión del futuro de la agricultura y la sostenibilidad. Desde sus prácticas agrícolas innovadoras hasta los diversos ecosistemas que encontrarás, esta atracción ofrece una experiencia única y educativa para todas las edades. Espero que hayan disfrutado de este recorrido por la joya escondida de EPCOT tanto como yo. Si aún no lo han hecho, asegúrense de añadirla a su lista de imperdibles en su próxima visita a EPCOT. No olviden darle al botón de suscripción y activar la campanita para más contenido increíble como este. Dejen un comentario abajo y cuéntenme cuál fue su parte favorita del paseo. Gracias por acompañarme y nos vemos en la próxima aventura.